Hello everybody, it's your boy, the Almighty Green. Time to come to with a video, but before I get started, please comment, like, share, subscribe. Notification bell on top, and as always, comment in the comment section below. And the thumbs up, it will matter the most, because without your thumbs up, none of the videos that I post wouldn't even matter or much less exist without your cooperation. And with your cooperation, I'm able to do these videos for you guys for your enjoyment pleasure. So now to get right into it. Okay. Last week, or might have been, I'm gonna start back from the beginning. 2 weeks ago, no, I'm sorry, 3 weeks ago, or you should say 3 Saturdays ago, I purchased this watch that I thought that was the iWatch at one point. The iWatch Ultra at one point. And come to find out, last week, I found out that it wasn't the iWatch. So it kind of forced my hand. I had to go out and purchase the original iWatch Ultra, which was on my wrist currently. And in case you get to know, I said I'm gonna make a video on this here in the coming weeks and days, let you know how this watch works and how it remains functional several days after, 3 or 4 days after purchase. So now let's get right back into it. Why I made this video in the first place. So now let's get back into it. Okay. Anyways, I was saying, like I said, I found out that a watch that I purchased for less than $100, that I thought it was the iWatch and it wasn't. And this weekend, I was forced to buy another watch, my hand rather, and I wound up buying this watch, and this watch wound up being the best watch that I ever had in recent memory, because I purchased a watch for the first time in my history of being with this company called Verizon, who I've been with for the past I would say double 10 years now. And so this video is based on the watch that I bought in the past. Sorry about that. And to make things better, I said I was going to do a video on this particular watch, letting you know the software of this watch. And this software is something that Verizon, or not Verizon, something that Apple needs to consider in the near future. And I gotta admit, the software in this watch right here is definitely something to look for in the near future. Now, when this watch is called the Z69 Ultra. That's the name of the Z69 Ultra. That's the name of this watch. And it looked exactly the same as the iWatch Ultra by Apple, but it looked exactly the same because the Apple Watch does have this watch face right here, but it don't have this watch face. It have this one, but don't have the other one. But the software in this watch is quite unique. And I think I think Apple needs to consider this in the near future. So let's go and get right into it. As you can see, it has that face right there, and it has this one. And as you can see, the more when you tap it, it changes different colors. It goes back to that color, and it goes to that color. But here's the one that I like the most. See, when you go to the side, hold on, to the side there. See, it has that right as well. The legend for the phone right there. And it says turn on. But I can't turn the phone on because, like I said, it's not hooked up to any of the phones that I have currently. And I think this watch is really made for Android. Okay. Back to that face. Now, here we go. Let's see if I can get it right. Here we go. See, it has that comes down. And it has all the functions of the iPhone. The iPhone has this function right here, and Apple has one like that. This, but theirs goes up. You pull this up, and theirs go up. But this here comes down. So you can see it has the time right here. Has a music button right there. See that music button there, and it has the phone. Back on top, see it has the phone right there. It has some type of blue button right there. It keeps going off and on. So bear with me. It has a little blue button right here, and it has a yellow. I think that's some type of what's called there, something to do with messaging right there. And then on top it has the settings, and right here on the right side it has the control for the light right here. So I'm gonna try to second dim the light right quick so you can get a better feel for it. Just a few minutes. There we go. All right, brought it down. All right. So there you go. I see a little better. See, it has the time here, the music, and then it has this little square box right there in the middle there. It has the phone, I'm not exactly sure what that blue indicator is, and then on the side it has some yellow icon there, and the settings, and on the side it control the functions of the how bright it can be, the battery on top. That's what that has. Okay, now then you roll that back up, and then you got that right there. But here's what I like about it though. See that right there? That's the slide out control as well. This is something that Apple needs to consider in the near future. I think that will make the Apple Watch a whole lot better if that was to be added to the watch itself over for software purposes. See, it has the time here on top. Click to scan link. That's just for to operate the watch. I think the link is somewhere on this watch, but like I said, I'm not gonna go through all that. It has the weather right in the middle there. Hold on. See, it has the weather right there on top, and then some more buttons at the bottom. That's the settings again. Your phone, your heart monitor. Has your heart monitor there, and has the some type of compass. A compass. That's your compass right there. See, this is actually a pretty good software for the watch. I kind of like it in a sense degree. This is one of the reasons why I kept it, because it had off the front. It didn't have that look empty there. I think that emptiness right there is for the messages right there. Where you see all your messages right there, it's empty, so that's a message icon. That's what that is right there. And then, as you can see, when it goes off, that pops up right there. That's the timer. That's also part of the time indicator right there. Like I said, this actually a pretty good watch that was created by another company that we don't have. And then, as you can see, this button has all those large. It has a large number here on top. The Verizon iWatch Apple doesn't have any, and there's a little smaller than this one. But one thing about the Apple Watch that you can do is that you can increase the boldness of the time and the lettering, so you can see things a whole lot better. This one, I don't think this one has it. I don't think that, so that's why it's large enough where you can see it. You know, where you can see every damn thing on this one. So, like I said, I think it's pretty cool that this one actually has all of this here. I think it's cool. You know what I'm saying? And this is something that Apple really actually need to consider in the near future. That's a slide out face right there. That slides out. You know what I'm saying? And I think that is pretty dope. That this watch actually has something that Apple needs to consider in the near future, because I know one thing about it. Sometimes things can get stale on certain new items that comes out. Sometimes you got to invent something new or put something new that's already old. And since the Apple Watch Ultra is not old, it has some different things that this watch does have, and it has some things that this watch doesn't have. So I think it needs to be considered a changing of the guards. I'm quite sure Apple does have this watch. I'm sure they do. I'm sure that they do have this one here, and they probably analyzing the all the specs that this watch has and what it carries, and for the software as well. So I'm quite sure Apple has this, and they may be considering some of the things that this watch has, and they probably can update it on their recent watches. I tell you this: if they don't put any of this on the Apple Watch Ultra, they ought to go ahead and put this on the other watches, the series, probably the series 6, 7, and 8. Probably need to get this type of software on it, and they'll make it more interesting for sale. Cause see, the Apple iWatch, all the entire iWatch series from 1 all the way up to 8. Well, I'm not gonna say 8, probably all the way up to 6, have the same software, in it, and they may. I mean, 6 might have something different. It probably do, but I know that the Apple Watch 7 and 8 are recent watches that came out. 8 came out along with the Apple Watch Ultra, and 7 came out last season, 2022. So, I'm sorry, 23. I'm sorry, 21. 2021 was Apple iWatch 7. 2021. That's right, let me get that correct. So, I'm sure that there is some things that could be changed on the Apple Watch series, because I think it does need a changing, because sometimes you get tired of the same software, and that's the reason why the Apple Watch Series 8 hadn't sold well. I know the 7, 6, 5, all the way down to 1 were the hit watches, were the hit watches that sold. When they came out with the Apple Watch 8, and then compare but put it in competition with this watch here, this watch outsold the Apple Watch Series 8. It really did. So Series 8 didn't do well, but the Apple Watch Ultra did. So the same could be said for the iPhone 14 Pro and Pro Max. The 14 Pro and Pro Max were your top selling phones of last year when it started up until now. In your top phones, the Apple iPhone 14 Plus did well, but not well as the Pro and the Pro Max, because the Pro Max had new software and new chip that the 14 Plus don't have. So that's why those phones didn't do that well. And then plus they only got 2 cameras. The iPhone 14 and 14 Plus got only 2 cameras on them. The Plus Max, the Pro models got 3 cameras on them. You know what I'm saying? So the same can be said for the Apple iWatch Ultra and the Series 8. Series 8 it's selling, but not selling well enough, because it has the same software. So I'm hoping that Apple consider the software off this watch and probably add it to the upcoming series, because this year it's the Series 9, and from what I've heard, they would not be making another Apple Ultra watch this coming year, because the Apple Watch Ultra sold so well, so extremely well, and the Series 8 had modest sales to it. So I think Apple is gonna lay back off the Ultra watch and try to promote the Series 9, and they probably gonna add some new software off the Ultra and add to the Series 9 and make it where it can sell better. And then I think this following year, 2025, they're gonna bring back the Ultra in a new mode, and probably gonna come with the Series 10 as well, and they probably gonna make both of them compatible to sell one another. They may add some new software to the Series 9 and Series 10, and bring back the Ultra, because the Ultra is gonna be new. They probably come up with some new software for the Ultra and the new Ultra for the next couple of years, where it could be better and they can compete against one another. So with that being said, please comment, like, share, subscribe to this video, and comment section below. And as always, this is your boy All My Green Talents, and I will be bringing another video for you guys probably later on this afternoon. But right now, I just want to go and get this out the way because of this watch here, because like I said, I'm gonna do a software, what am I looking for? Software watch, or should I say, software comparison to this watch from this watch. And so now you know the software of this one, because I'm quite sure there are two more other companies that are also doing the Ultra as well, and I'm quite sure it has the same software as this one. And see all that right there? Look at all that. See, all the Apple Ultra has all this here, and this phone here, this watch exactly the same doggone thing. Look at that. See what I'm saying? That is magnificent. And they go back to that. And then, like I said, you put that button on the side, come and get to that right there. And you got your face, the flat out face there. Show all what the watch does. It go right back in. And then this comes down. It shows you all that right there. You know what I'm saying? So this is something that Apple in their future need to consider. And see, they have the empty messages there, and put to the side, and then you got your phone that says cut your phone on. So it has some things that Apple needs to consider in their future as well. So you guys enjoy the day off. I'm enjoying my day because I'm off today. This is my last day off from my birthday week. Could have been better, but it was okay. You know what I'm saying? So I'm out. Peace.